down Jamal Murray in the Western Conference Finals. AD, when he had to go up against Jimmy Butler, completely shut his water off in finals. But it's all a game of chess. That's just how basketball is, and you got to keep on adding tools to the toolbox. So I would love him. I would love to add Mo Harkless.
Well, that's all you want. I mean, you're right. Adding more tools to the toolbox, man. I mean, these guys, you want your team to be as deep as possible, and you know that going into the playoffs, you usually go to an 8 to 9 man rotation. But I think because the Lakers have had some injury issues this year, I'd want to have as many backup guys
Yeah.
there as possible. Even if it's to give AD and LeBron a little bit more of a rest. But the Lakers are in good position, man. Like when Anthony Davis went down, I thought that there would be some regression and some other teams would kind of catch up to the Lakers and pass them. But when he went down, LeBron kept the Lakers at number 2 in the West. I think they were tied for second overall in the NBA. And even now, I haven't checked the standings today, so I'm going to pull up and do a quick peek. But they haven't fallen back as far as I think many people would have expected. So I think that they're in decent shape. The question is when LeBron and Anthony Davis get back, how healthy are they? Like the Lakers are fourth right now in the West. They're still 2 games up on the Nuggets, Blazers. They're 4 games up. I'm sorry, they are 6 games up on the 7th place Spurs and 6 games up on the 8th place Mavericks. They've got some wiggle room there. You don't want to play around and fall down that 8th or 9th seed. Then you have to play a play-in game and we lose because someone else is hot. But like they've got some room. LeBron seems confident that he's going to come back healthy. I know Frank Vogel came out and said that Anthony Davis is still a ways away, but I think that they're just playing everything smart. But how do you think they close the season out, man? You think we get LeBron back the next couple weeks?
Yeah, I think we get LeBron back next couple of weeks. I don't know, but I'm guessing LeBron and AD, come back at the same time or around the same time. They'll definitely take their time with AD for sure. And I think, those, say if it's like the last 10, 15 games, I think they're going to make they're going to send a reminder for sure, that we're back and that, you shouldn't forget about us type of thing, because I know narratives have completely switched and changed. And, you know what NBA Twitter says nowadays, regarding the Nets and other teams in the league. But they'll for sure make a push. I don't see them falling so deep in the regular standings where they have to go in the play-in, because I just don't see the Spurs and the Mavericks. Mavericks have just dropped a game yesterday, but I don't see a situation where we continue to lose and they continue to win, because they're gonna end up having to face each other, or they'll drop some L's as well. So I think it's in breathing room, and then when they come back, we'll see a push from them for sure, and getting those wins from their standpoint. And we'll definitely see some teams as well in the West starting to tank too. You know what I mean? And we'll see starters rest and all that kind of stuff. So I can see them, definitely avoiding the play-in tournament. But maybe they finish fourth or fifth. But that's my guess right now. But we'll see how things change.
Well, we'll probably get out of here on this, man. I think one of the best signs that LeBron and Anthony Davis might be on their way back is Andre Drummond signing, right? Like it was reported that they put the full court press on him. And I don't think he would have signed if he was concerned that LeBron and Anthony Davis were going to be out, into the playoffs or something like he could have went to the Nets or any other any other team vying for a championship this year. So I think that tells me, okay, they're confident they're going to be back and healthy. They're playing everything slow as they should. I thought they kind of rushed AD back a little bit earlier this season. And then, it was reported that he had hurt his ankle. I think in the finals or playoffs last year, LeBron said it was pretty brutal, the injury he had, but he kept playing. And then there's a quick turnaround to this season. And so I think they're playing it smart. And especially with Anthony Davis, he signed a 5-year contract. So if you rush him back just to compete this year and something goes really wrong, where does that leave us for the rest of his contract, right? I mean, so play it smart, man. But it sounds like all in all, man, you're excited about Drummond.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think in hindsight, it's obviously 2020. I would have hoped that if they did this again, they probably would have delayed AD to start the regular season and just give him the proper amount of time, because it was a 71-day off season, and he, of all the players on the team, he truly needed that full regular offseason that we get. But obviously, I mean, we generated so many wins in the first half of the season, more or less, that we kind of have that wiggle room right now to kind of give him the proper amount of rest. And, you know, AD, take all the time you need, where we need you the most come playoff time, obviously. And, Drummond, I think, will be a nice fit with the Lakers, and he's going to, we'll see some signs of, what's it called, integrating with the team. And I think, we'll put him in better situations. I know there's been videos surfacing of, oh, this is the Drummond that you're going to get and this, and people are making jokes here and there, but people were making jokes with Dwight Howard too, right?
Yep.
That's before the Boogie news came out, and what are you going to do with Dwight and JaVale and all that kind of stuff? I'm not too worried. And one last thing that I think, with the trade deadline passing, I think there was a lot of back and forth with the Kyle Lowry trade.
Mm-hmm.
I know I was kind of on the fence. I didn't know what I wanted. You and I texted a few times about this too. But it tells me that the fact that they didn't make this trade, it tells me that they know that LeBron and AD are going to come back healthy. And if they did make the trade and give what Masai and the Raptors wanted, it kind of would have left me feeling, oh, okay, they're desperate. They need to make these moves because they're kind of in win now mode. Kind of similar to what you're saying with Drummond. Drummond kind of has an idea, obviously, of what AD's recovery and LeBron's recovery looks like. So it's kind of both of those things kind of go hand in hand. And I think we should be good. We just kind of get Drummond in here. I'm excited to see. I don't think he's going to play tonight, but probably the next game maybe. But we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, he's been in LA now for a few weeks, from what I understand, and so probably take a few days or whatever to get him ready to come and play. And I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think what we've seen, and you mentioned this, with the Kyle Lowry situation. Rob Pelinka always has plans A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like, Rob Pelinka is a really good GM, and he knows what he's doing. And so he knows what the team needs. He did a great job this offseason bringing in Schroeder and Trez, bringing in Marc Gasol. He knows what the team needs. And they're probably going to pick up a wing, I think, assuming the right wing comes available. I'm sure they'll add another wing, and they'll be fine. If all the fans out there watching this and, seeing all the stuff on Twitter, this Lakers team is going to be deadly. If they fall to 4, 5, 6, no team is going to want to face them in that first round. Like, do you think the Suns want to face the Lakers in the first round of the playoffs? I don't think so, right? So
no.
I wouldn't worry anything about it. Omar, man, thank you as always. You are a heck of an addition to the Lakers Central team, and you guys don't know this, but he's the guy always texting me about, like, this player's doing this or the Lakers are doing this, because I'm not as up to date these days because I got a lot going on with work. But Omar's always texting me stuff that's going on, man. So shout out to you, Omar. Tell everybody how they can find you on social media.
Yeah, so you guys can find me on Twitter, OSID24, OSID24. You guys will obviously. I'm tweeting regularly, tweeting out the videos that we're creating for Lakers Central. And Alex, it was a pleasure talking to you, and hope come back.
Yeah, we're gonna get you back on, man. Guys, make sure you follow Omar. Check out his videos on the Lakers Central YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter at Lakers Central 365, guys. And I promise everybody who's been messaging me, we'll get back to something more regular, man, when I get a little less busy. But we'll be back sooner than later. So thank you guys for watching Lakers Central. We're out.